Hello, welcome to Fair Lady of the Loch Tarot. Thank you for joining me. Today we will be doing a personal reading for Lady V, and this is part 2. Now, part 1 was a tarot and oracle reading, and part 2 will be runes, a crystal energy consultation, and then closing with a white light oracle reading. If you are interested in a personal reading with me, you can find me at the Fair Lady of the Loch.etsy.com. Now, how I read runes is I read both uprights and reversals. And for the sake of simplicity, I read a past, present, and future layout. Okay? And while my runes are worn out and tiny, you may not be able to see them. So I will show them to you in the book. Okay. All right. Now we start off with the rune of Wonjo. Okay, which is this one right here. Okay, and then we go to Gebo, which is this one here, and then Nothis, which is this one right here. Okay, so we will start in the past position with Wonjo. And I will photograph these and send them to you in your Word document report on Etsy, as well as I photographed your oracle and tarot reading as well. Wonjo, origin of the word joy. And we will be reading from Find Your Power, Runes by Kitty Gilsborough. Symbol of joy and success from the Poetic Edda. Bliss he enjoys who knows not suffering, sorrow, nor anxiety, and has prosperity and happiness and a good enough house. So being in the past position is interesting, because this indicates that at some point in your past you truly did feel joy. Whether this was a romantic love that you found and lost, or found and kept, either way. But there has been some point in your life, whether it was as a child or as an adult, that you did feel true joy and had success. Okay? If we think of Freya's Et as the journey of the seed, from purchase to planting, from planting to harvest, from harvest to sale, this is the moment when we may profit. This is the moment, in fact, when we decide what to do with those profits. The runes don't often talk of love, romantic love, and familial love are outside the remit, but this comes close. This is a rune of abundance or fruitfulness, of enoughness. See the last line of the poem, and a good enough house. This is a reminder to be thankful for what you have, and not just thankful, but joyful. Rejoice in your life. Acknowledge your life and every good thing in it. Sit with this rune, take it in your hand, and bring your focus to what you have to be grateful for. If this feels difficult to you, do it anyway, or perhaps do it especially. We cannot hope to be happy if we won't work for it. It is easy to think, especially today, that happiness means something above and beyond, that in order to be happy, we need a bigger house, more money, a better partner, a better job, a baby, a new car, new clothes, new anything. It is tempting to think of bliss in particular as something fleeting and rare, and yet think again of the world these runes are speaking from, a world of death and destruction and cruel fate. In the next Et, we will find many struggles and many twists and turns, and yet here, for a moment, we can pause. The abundance of suffering is in itself bliss. To be alive is bliss. To be indoors, to be safe is bliss. This is a safe haven. Breathe it in, recognize it, acknowledge it, love it. This is a reminder to be thankful for what you have, and not just thankful, but joyful. And so when I was talking about past joy, I get that, You may know exactly what I'm talking about, but if you don't and you're just like, no, I haven't really ever experienced it, I can remember real, true, full joy. This is asking you to re-examine that. To re-examine how you view your life, your past, and what it has brought you, and it asks you to be grateful for it, because that's what's brought you to today, to this moment. Okay? So take that as it resonates. And with Gebo is the rune of gifts. Okay? And we've definitely saw a lot of spiritual gifts in your reading. And this is your present moment. Okay? Origin of the word gift, symbol of partnerships, love, and gifts. From the Poetic Edda, generosity brings credit and honor, which support one's dignity. It furnishes help and subsistence to all broken men who are devoid of aught else. What can you give? What should you give? If this rune has come into your life, then you are being asked to practice both gratitude and generosity. You are being asked to live as if you have enough and then more. It's asking you to accept gifts with gratitude. It's asking you to give away what you have. Where are you withholding? Where could you be more gracious? Gebo or Gifu is the source of our word gift. What are your gifts? And that is a question that you will be asking yourself and be getting an answer to. Okay? What have you been given? And what have you been granted? And what could you give away? You must give in order to get. You get out what you put in. And I'm getting a message from the other side that you actually ordering this reading over on Etsy with me was a moment of you giving and getting. And it was a beautiful exchange of energies. And I appreciate that. This rune is a gift to you. It is a reminder that you can accept gratefully anything that is offered to you. Don't resist help, for you may need that foundation when in turn you are asked to give it yourself. There is a balance to this rune that is at the heart of this et, and in fact at the heart of rune telling at all. It is sometimes associated with relationships and has historically been associated in particular with heterosexual male-female relationships, the balance of male energy and female energy, and the balance of giving and receiving. Now, that does not mean that this is about a heterosexual relationship. It can be any form of relationship, but they're viewing this from the perspective of our ancestors, okay, from the past of this particular rune. Remember, we must think like our ancestors without the charity of modern social mores. This is about sex and power, and the way we must, in both of those spaces, remember to give just as much and more than we hope to gain. Okay, and then lastly, in a future position, we have Nafiz, which can mean something like not this. So I'm picking up, without even reading anything at all here, first out of the bat, I'm picking up a fear of the future. I am picking up that you have a fear of the future. And that you're concerned about something. Need, control maybe? Anyway, I'm getting fear coming through. Okay, so let's see what the rune has to tell us about that. Nafiz, origin of word need, symbol of need, necessity, and constraint. From the Poetic Edda, grief of the bondmaid and state of oppression and toilsome work. Not this, is the heavy burden of labor, of duty, necessity, and that which cannot be shirked. Okay, so this is talking about your shadow work. This is absolutely talking about your shadow work, the work that you are going to put in. It is not easy. It's never easy. It never will be easy to put in shadow work. But as we saw in your reading, it is absolutely worth it. Okay? So let's dive deeper. This is the rune of real toil. If you've pulled this rune, it might mean that this hard work is yours to shoulder, that you need to knuckle down and get it done, that the constraints of the harness are yours, and only by wearing it will your journey succeed. In order to improve, we must work at it. Nothing comes without a price, and this is a sacrifice worth making. But it might mean, too, to pay attention to your struggle, to honor the feeling of toil while acknowledging your need to be free. The bondmaid of the poem is probably at least partly enslaved. She has no choice. She not only longs to be free, but she actively grieves that she is not. There is a longing to be free. Free, and this can be free from pain, free from shadows, free from doubt, free from fear, free from anything that does not serve you. What oppressions are we laboring under? Can we, unlike the bondmaid, find a way out? And yes, we absolutely can. Okay. This rune is full of heavy choices because the work must be done. Think of the kind of labor the bondmaid is probably employed in: subsistence farming, childcare, milking the cow, and pulling the plow, and keeping the home, and think of how it would feel on your hands to work like that. But think, too, of the hungry children, the cold hearth, and the unplowed fields. The work must be done. Is it you who must do it? And can you do it with love, with cheer, with an understanding that there is satisfaction in meeting your need wholeheartedly? There's an extraordinary gift of independence that comes with shadow work, of knowing that you put in the work, you put in the diligence, and the results are yours and hard earned. Okay. Now I will photograph these as well as the pages that I read for you so that you can consult them as needed whenever you desire. Okay. And I'll set that up here for now and out of the way. Now, for your crystal energy consultation, I have intuitively pulled several crystals, and now that I have read for you, they make so much sense. So I'm just going to go down the line, and we won't go into a deep dive of every single crystal. I will just give you a 1 or 2 word phrase of what might benefit you for its working. Okay. And then you can use any or all of these in your practice if it calls to you. There are plants that you can work with in the same way, and those are easily figured out as well. If you are interested in that, I can do a little video for you on that as well. Now, starting with the prehnite. Prehnite is a earth grounding stone. Okay, it works with the heart chakra, and it works with the root. Well, sorry, not the root. The earth and higher earth chakras here, and I have used them. I've used it myself in my chakra alignment, and find it to be very efficacious. This particular one came from a Thunder's Trove on TikTok. But you can find it at many different locations. I do strongly recommend this as a grounding crystal with your earth chakra. I've also was called to introduce you to Galaxy Obsidian. Okay, Galaxy Obsidian. This has this really beautiful, strong spiritual component to it, but with that grounded protection and the absorbing of negative energy out of you. Okay, so when you work with this, you need to cleanse it often with something like selenite or clear quartz. Okay, but I am getting this one. In fact, all day today, there was a message being given to me in my head that this Galaxy Obsidian was important. That this was going to be important for someone today. Very, very important. So just by looking at it here, you can draw in that energy if you do not have Galaxy Obsidian yourself. This particular one came from a Thunder's Trove. I also know that the mineral mushroom has Galaxy Obsidian as well, and it is a volcanic glass. Moonstone. Whether you go with black moonstone, rainbow moonstone, or white moonstone, there's peach, there's green, there's cream, whatever it is. Moonstone is a protective stone which also helps you tap into your intuition, and it also is specifically for those traveling. And I saw some astral travel in your reading. Now, whether you do that and know about it, or do it and don't know about it, or it will be soon revealed to you that you're able to do that, I recommend having this under your pillow or by your bed, or wear it. Okay, But I am seeing this being an important stone for you. And I got both of these from a Thunder's Trove. And I know that Mineral Mushroom also has the Black Moonstone as well, or did. I don't know if they're sold out of it or not. Another earth grounding one is this moss agate, okay? And it works with your earth and your higher earth. And I've also seen it be effective in areas like the throat and heart chakras as well, okay? And I've even seen people use it for the root chakra. So use it how it calls to you. But it is a fantastic grounding stone. And that is also one good for abundance as well. And that one came from Thunder's Trove. And then smoky quartz. Okay, smoky quartz is an extremely protective, grounding stone that protects your energies. It shields you from electromagnetic interference as well. But one of the things that is called to me for you is its ability to help with nightmares. Okay, so keeping this by your bed, under your pillow, under your bed, wearing it, what have you. But smoky quartz for you is going to be a really important one for your protection, especially at night while you're sleeping. With the volcano agate, I'm called to this for you specifically as a grounding, protective stone, as well as tapping into your inner fire. Okay, that's coming through. You're also getting, even though it's not generally used for that, there's some third eye energy coming off of this particular one for you today. Then snowflake obsidian, like the galaxy obsidian, helps with protection, negative energies, and absorbing any negative bad energies out of your system. So it needs to be, and this helps particularly with emotional stability. Okay, it needs to be cleansed often. This is labradorite, and this is one form in the lighter coloring of the gray and black. And then it comes in many different shades, and I was going to show you this one here with the flash. Okay, labradorite in all its beautiful many forms helps with protecting you from negative energies. It also helps with intuition. It works with your crown and third eye chakras. I am a firm believer that every person should have labradorite and obsidian and quartz, whether that be smoky quartz or clear quartz or whatever you prefer, or both, okay? But labradorite really helps with protection on that deep spiritual energy level. Amethyst helps with insight, helps understand spiritual gifts, and aids in letting go and releasing of bad habits, such as addiction, negative ways of thinking, what have you. And I was told that you were going to need amethyst. It might benefit you to wear it as a necklace or bracelet or a ring or something like that on a regular basis as you go through this stage in your life. Purple tourmaline and black tourmaline both came through for you. Spiritual protection and insight with this purple, both are protective. They help keep away negative energies. And the black tourmaline paired with clear quartz or selenite around the home will help protect your energy field within your home and all those in it. And I have done this for many people over the last few years, of explaining to them how they can protect their household energies by placing a pairing of black tourmaline and selenite and or clear quartz in the 4 directions at bare minimum, okay? North, south, east, west. Putting them, near doors, windows, but especially doors, okay? As people pass through, it'll help protect you and your energies within your household. The Tiffany stone. Oh, sorry. Let me tell you. Let's see. The purple tourmaline came from a thunder's trove. And the black tourmaline came from a shop called the New Moon, which is no longer open. The last that I knew, she had to close. The Tiffany stone, also from a thunder's trove, will help you with motivation, protection, and emotional stability and personal growth. Same with the apatite. Okay, all of those things, and communication. All right. The sphalerite called to me as well for you all day. And it had a V on it today. It's got a V on it today that's standing out to me. And this will help with your intuition, your insight. It helps to balance your sacral chakra as well as your crown. I just really get that this stone in particular may bring you some joy and some clarity. It really is giving me off that Queen of Swords vibes that we saw in your reading. Okay, and this one came from the mineral mushroom. She has some beautiful, beautiful specimens of that in the purple. Now, they have me also pull you flint, which is the first time they've ever actually had me pull flint for someone as an intuitive choice. And this one specifically, okay, balancing of the light and the dark, the masculine and the feminine, the yin and the yang. Flint is about strength, courage, a warrior-like attitude, right, of getting through the heavy darkness and through to the other side, okay? This is a warrior tier like shadow work energy, okay? So strength, endurance, durability, flint. And it also lights a spark, doesn't it? Okay. I also was called to the green fluorite for you, with helps with communication, clarity, and helps to align the heart chakra and the throat chakra if you use like a blue fluorite. Okay. The dragon's head came from a thunder's trove. And then I have ocean jasper, and this one has pyrite inclusions here. And I was getting this for money manifestation for you, as well as that earth grounding energy, which also combines the water element of the ocean. Okay. And this one came from the mineral mushroom. Rose quartz. Rose quartz is about love. It is about all forms of love, okay? Personal growth. So self-love, self-discovery, romantic love, it's all here. And this piece came from a thunder's trove, but rose quartz is a really common one that you can get, just about anywhere. And it helps to align your heart chakra. Another one that helps with love and alignment of your heart chakra while also offering a grounded earth energy is malachite. Now, this is a raw, fibrous velvet malachite, which, if you handle it with your bare hands, can be toxic in large quantities. So always wash your hands and do not ever put it in water or on your skin for long periods of time. Polished malachite is safe to handle, okay? But this helps to align that heart chakra while also working with the earth chakras. All right, really helps with that love and emotional balance. But it's also very, very strong for spiritual work, intuition and awakening. Okay. And then I was also called for this petersite. Okay. And this was given to me as a gift. This was given to me as a gift from a Norse pagan friend that I made after my move. And she said it was a welcome to our state gift. And so it's a reminder of the give and take in energy and love between spiritual friendships, that can happen, okay? So seek out that community, seek out those relationships for yourself. It also works with the water and protective emotional balance energies, as well as many others. It's got like this beautiful chatoyancy, and I love it. The beautiful moment. Black onyx helps with protection and emotional stability. Fire quartz, emotional healing. And I honestly, this is one of the more beautiful ones I've ever seen. This one came from the mineral mushroom. It's like emotional healing on steroids. But I recommend this one. It helps to temper some of those fiery energies so that they don't cause our own self-destruction. And the black onyx came from a thunder's trove, but you can get that at many other locations as well. And then we have the white calcite or optical calcite, depending on what you prefer. And it helps you to see. It cleanses, it clears, and it helps you to see and understand. Okay. And then the larvicite is another one for protection. So as you can see, almost everything on this table that I intuitively drew for you was for strength, determination, protection, courage, communication, alignment of your chakras. You know, there's a lot going on there, but the strongest message here was protection. Okay, protection, strength, and endurance. And then lastly, for your intuitive pulls, we have the Luxilionite, and this helps to protect from emotional vampires, energy vampires. So it helps you to overcome that energy and to help heal from that energy. Okay, now we are going to let the universe show us what other crystals you might need. And this pink selenite here, I'll show you that. It's usually white, but I have this pink one here, and you can use that to charge, any of the crystals. Okay, we have lepidolite. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me, with that 8 of Swords energy. So we are getting things like addiction, mental and emotional difficulties, and that sort of thing coming through here. Sleeplessness. With lepidolite, peace, tranquility, and restful sleep. Okay, it also helps to overcome addictive behaviors and heal emotional wounds. Amethyst, peace, intuition, and spirituality, which I pulled intuitively for you, with that Queen of Pentacles energy there. So abundance, spiritual abundance in this particular case. And then with the Moonstone, which I also pulled for you, intuition, dreams, energy, and passion. And that's Ace of Swords, which came out in your reading. That new way of thinking, that worthiness, Sword from the Stone energy that we saw. Okay, and yellow jasper, wealth, success, and wisdom, 7 of Pentacles. So that's working towards a goal, working towards that abundance that is meant to be yours. We also have peridot, effervescent joy and happiness, 9 of Cups energy. That is beautiful. I'm so glad that came out for you. That is a good future energy. I really saw that in your future. Chalcedony, harmony, brotherhood, and goodwill, 3 of Wands. This is choosing a path, and Chalcedony can kind of help smooth the rough edges of those who do not like the path you have chosen and ease them out of your life, or ease their intentions towards you in a way that is more helpful. Tourmaline, calmness, stabilizing, reaffirming, with the King of Swords. And they're really wanting you to know that you should use the protective energies of tourmaline in whatever way it works best for you. Okay. You are a beautiful, beautiful soul that is worthy of protection. That's coming through strongly. And then passion, energy, and health with the Garnet, Queen of Swords. We saw that in your reading, that clarity of mind, okay? But with passion, energy, and good health. And garnet really helps with the self-confidence. I mean, like, it's a powerhouse for self-confidence. Okay, so that concludes your energy your crystal energy consultation. I will photograph all of this, and I will list the crystals on your Word document report on Etsy. And to close, we are going to pull a White Light Oracle message by Alana Fairchild. And White Light Oracles have healing processes and encouragement. And I photograph these and I send them to you. All right, now they're giving me a lot for you, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to read them all for you, okay? Because I get you've got a lot going on and you're going to be learning so much about yourself in the days to come. So much about yourself. Okay. Number 12, Perfume of Sophia. And for the videos, I only read the little read aloud blurb that comes with them. But for the full personal readings, I photograph the entire healing process so that you can do it in the privacy of your own home on your own. Okay? 21. Sorry, not 21. Why did I pull that? Am I meant to read that for you? That's interesting. I introverted those. I think I am supposed to read that for you. I will have to. It's interesting. But that didn't come out with the others. If I'm meant to read that, but I do believe I am. Let me check the bottom of this pile. It may be lurking somewhere. Oh, it was at the top of the pile. Definitely meant to be yours. Okay, because that's where they had me go, I'm actually going to read that first. Seraph of 963 Hertz, number 21. Practice connecting to the joy that is always deep within you. Pay attention to what brings you exquisite delight. If you don't know what that is, you are guided to experiment and explore. Connecting to the joyful capacity of your heart will heal so much negativity and uncertainty. Let your heart relax. Allow the spiritual grace that wishes to reorder your life to manifest its miraculous magic. And we are getting the alignment of those top chakras, of those higher chakras. The higher crown, the third eye, and the throat and heart chakras. Really coming through strong with that one. Okay, so it might benefit you to listen to music at 963 Hertz. We did see music come out in your reading with the Queen of Swords. Perfume of Sophia, number 12. You will be able to sense the best timing and approach to take to create space for healing and resolution. Connect to your body and ground yourself in the here and now with body-friendly practices like meditation, tai chi, yoga, hiking, whatever works best for you, kayaking, canoeing. You will find your way intuitively and instinctively, even through confusing circumstances, where one moment you are sure the answer is no, and the next moment you are sure it is yes. Give up trying to figure the answer out right now and remain open with positive but relaxed expectation. That clarity shall emerge spontaneously according to divine timing. And here we have a reference to that third eye chakra and crown chakra alignment. Number 6, Shekinah. And here we also have third eye and crown chakra alignment in the image. The spiritual worlds want to help you resolve your worldly concerns. It is safe for you to rely on Spirit as a loving, protective, helpful, and practical presence, able to positively affect all areas of your life, including facilitating the resolution of physical problems. Do not limit your spirituality to concepts. Instead, apply your higher knowledge and principles, Grow your wisdom and live your path. Acknowledge your value as a person, as a soul. Treasure the gift of your path and let your spirituality integrate with all facets of your life. I'm getting such beautiful messages. 3, Obadiah. Once again, third eye and crown and higher crown energy coming through, and spirit protection coming through in this image. Do not turn away from your path, nor from what you know in your heart to be true. No matter what appears to be, nor what logic may dictate, trust what your heart is telling you. You are safe and protected by spirit. You are spiritually empowered with all you need to manifest your authentic soul path. You have what it takes to connect with the light and live that connection in practical ways which contribute positive energy to our human collective. Isn't it beautiful when the cards are so synchronous with one another, when they show you what the tarot showed you? It is just beautiful. And you are spectacular. Anapausis, number 4, and I have to cover her chest because of social media regulations, but with this one, I am definitely seeing the higher crown, heart, solar plexus, and sacral and root chakras, and once again protection from the other side. Do not give up, but allow your heart to disengage from your struggles. Give yourself much needed rest. You are in a phase of recovery. If you have been off your path, you are going to come back strong. You will regain your spark of passion, inspiration, and devotion. A certain order of events needs to take place for your soul path to come to fruition. Commit yourself to your sacred journey, trusting that the right thing will happen at the right time. Number 37, Oracle of Chaldea. And here we have the crown, the third eye, and the throat chakra lit up. Continue on your healing journey with enthusiasm, but without forcing things to happen more quickly than feels natural. Sometimes the body will be ready to let go, whilst the mind is still holding on. At other times, the mind may need to be patient as the body processes an experience. Trust in your own timing and rhythm. There's no need to be impatient or to judge yourself. You are summoning the spiritual fortitude to tackle an issue which has previously held you back. When the time is right, the healing shall happen more easily than if you tried to push forward prematurely. Things are going to work out. Be positive. Isn't that beautiful? Number 31, Shaktipat of Seahorse. As you embrace your inner essence, you will be at peace with who you are, including your vulnerability, and no longer see the need to conform to social ideals which have no true resonance for your heart. You are encouraged to trust your intuitive recognition of which environments and relationships harmonize well with you, supporting your spiritual growth and well-being on all levels. You have the innate capacity to manifest. Relax, and you shall attract all you need. And we saw that in your reading, that you had the ability to manifest. Number 9, Dakini of Infinite Light. And I need to cover up the chest area here. And this one's really focusing on that higher crown and third eye and heart chakra. Seek and you shall find. Find the teachers and teachings which feel pure to your heart. But remember, it is the inner truth of you that will ultimately set you free. Do not give your power away, but do trust in a greater guiding wisdom at work in all aspects of your life. Ask for help from enlightened spiritual beings in any matter of concern, and help shall be granted. Believe all problems can be resolved, and a more graceful life experience is opening up for you now. Isn't that just wonderful? Number 16, the sun at 417 hertz. And we had the sun in your reading. This may be the first time I've ever pulled this card for a person in this deck, and I've pulled this deck many times. I think this may be the first time the sun has come out in this oracle deck. It may benefit you to listen to music at 417 hertz. You have what it takes. You are a light bearer. Within you is a healing power and spiritual wisdom you can tap into to find your way through any confusion or doubt. Have confidence in yourself and know you are enough. Expect an affirming yes from the universe. The fact that this card has never once come out in this deck for anyone I have ever pulled it for, and I have pulled it for many, is saying something. The message it is conveying is saying something. Do not doubt who you are. You are an extraordinary being who will benefit from admitting it, and so shall the world. Okay? Honestly, if I could send you just one card out of everything we've pulled, it would be this one. Okay? That card is meant for you. And it is extraordinary. I am honored to have read for you, my dear. And I thank you for trusting me with your reading. If you take nothing else away from this reading or any other in your lifetime, I want you to remember three main things. You are one of the most beautiful souls I have ever had the privilege to read for. 2, you are loved far more than you can ever truly conceive of in your present human form, on this side and the other side of the veil. And 3, you are strong enough to overcome any, and I do mean any, negativity, conflict, whatever it may be, difficulty of any kind. You are strong enough to defeat it. You're strong enough to decimate it. You are far more powerful than you currently understand, but you will. And when you do, my love will be there with you. Okay? Take care of yourself. If you need any clarification on anything within this reading, I offer a third video that is a bonus to answer any questions and to clear up anything that you need more information on. Okay? Just let me know on that Etsy what you may need to hear more about or want to know more about, and then I will put together a third bonus video for you. All right? I love you. Take care of yourself.